Rob, congratulations. Obviously a pretty dominant victory for you. I mean, not necessarily an easy one, but well done. So tell me how you're feeling, I guess, physically and emotionally right now.
I feel great. Physically a little jammed up, a little beat up. That kick and hit, man. That kick and hit. He had like 2 or 3 shots. I was like, all right, don't get hit again. Please don't get hit again. But, yeah, emotionally I feel good. On to the next one.
Yeah. You were open about the fact that this was a big opportunity for you, right? Talk to me about the feel coming in tonight, because, obviously you're getting further and further along in your career. So this headlining slot, former champ, were there nerves? Was it a different feel coming in?
Yeah, I would be lying to say that if I wasn't nervous for this one, but it felt like right, like you're supposed to be nervous. It felt like, all right, this is a big fight. You have all the skill sets to win this fight. You have the support system. You have the team to do it. Just go out there and do it, and it worked out.
Yeah, we knew it was going to be 2 great strikers, 2 great boxers in particular. You, of course, had the length, but any surprises from what you saw in there, from what you expected? I mean, his speed, his power, his movement, they're all tricky.
Yeah, no surprises. He was quick. He was fast. He can hit hard. And again, I wasn't a little surprised on the takedowns as far as like him. I figured he would try to keep it there and in advanced position. You could tell he just wanted to get up and start striking. Like it was almost like he got the takedown, but didn't really want the takedown, and he just really wanted to just do damage.
Yeah, I was going to say it was kind of interesting, right? Because he went to the takedown early, and then kind of didn't really go back to it for the rest. So I mean, did that throw you off a little bit? And were you expecting him to wrestle more?
Yeah, I was. I could tell it was weird. Like I think he didn't at the time. I think he surprised himself when it took me down. Like you could tell he wasn't really trying to advance position. He just like, all right, why am I here? And he just got up and started throwing bombs, and some of them landed, So I think he just did it because it was like so obvious. I think.
Yeah. You look like you were the fresher guy as things were wearing on, but I mean, you might say his best round was the 5th round. I mean, he dug deep and threw a little something at you. So I guess what's going through your head in round 5 is he's suddenly like coming alive again.
Yeah. So that first, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it was like the first minute. We got into like a clinch. He had like a quick flurry. Again, I could feel the speed. I could feel the power. I was like, wait, has he been playing with me this whole time? Like, is he about to turn it on now? But no, he's like, after that little burst happened, backed him up a couple times with the jab and hit a couple body shots, and he slowed down. And I was all right, keep it here. Don't go too crazy. Don't try to brawl with him. His only chance to winning is obviously knocking me out, and it worked out.
Yeah. I'm sure you're going to go back and watch it, soak it in, break it all down. But do you feel like this accomplished the fact of, because, such a deep division, you were kind of like the guy on the way up, but you were on the outside. Do you think this proves that, hey, I belong to being there in the conversation?
100%. You go in there and go 5 rounds with Cody Garbrandt. I don't believe when it Cruz, I went 5 rounds with him. And the Cruz is a legend. You go 5 rounds with him, not getting knocked out. I mean, it proves that you're legit.
Yeah. Last thing for me, I mean, you gave a pretty good breakdown of your standing in the division ahead of this, right? You were like, hey, we got to see what plays out with the rematch. And then, of course, but with what you've just done now, with dominating the way you did, do you see a fight that makes sense for you right now? Is there a matchup that you go, this is the one that makes sense, or do you still have to sit back and wait?
I feel like I still got to sit back and wait. Yeah, so it sucks. It sucks. Like I could have dominated or could have knocked him out. I still would have to sit back and wait. I definitely don't want to fight backwards. So, again, like I said, I learned patience. I'll be patient.
So, man, I'm sure you had self-belief before this, but beating someone like Cody and getting that name on your record, does that give you a sense of validation? Like, yes, I am one of the best in the world. This is proof.
100%. Like you hope and you wish, everything you thinking and telling yourself before the fight is true. But when you go out there and actually, perform and get the job done, it just solidifies that everything I was saying was true.
There's been some questions about his chin over the years, and you hit him with, I think, a head kick at one point. Were you surprised he was able to stay in there?
Yeah, I said, come on, man. What else I gotta hit him with, man? I'm not sure if his jaw was broken, but something went, and it was he touched it. And I was like, you're still not gonna go down? I'm like, all right, stay. We're gonna be here all night. So I just, got ready to go the whole 5.
This might be a weird question, but I can sort of hear the tone in your voice. Was it cool fighting Cody Garbrandt? I can sort of see that you have a lot of respect for him.
Yeah, bro. Like I have a lot of respect for him. I was a big fan of his. You don't go in there and do what he does. Like he went, I think, 4 in a row, got the belt, and then obviously lost it. But he he's a cool kid, man. Like he brings it. He's either gonna knock you out or get knocked out, and there's no excuses. I'm definitely a fan. who knows? Maybe one day we could get to train together.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Hey Rob, just how was the sort of main event experience this week? You know, the added media, and obviously now you got just big fights coming your way. I mean, how do you embrace sort of all that other stuff that comes with that?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. You know, I'm enjoying it. Like I said, it's a privilege to do this. I don't have to do interviews. I get to do interviews. And also remember when nobody wanted to interview me. You know what I'm saying? So now it's kind of like, all right, well, let's go. You know, it's weird in the sport where like you can like, you know, like it could change overnight, and I think this is that change for me.
Your style and your strengths. Can you tell me why you feel? How do you beat Aljamain Sterling and how do you beat Petr Yan? Just naming those two, obviously, because they're the two at the top right now.
Yeah, I think Aljamain might be a tougher puzzle to solve. Petr Yan, similar to Cody, you know, stay long jab and let him run into something big. Aljamain's a little trickier because the wrestling and you know his length. I think with Aljamain, same thing. I think it'll be boxing him up, stop a couple takedowns, and just straight box him up. And then same thing for Petr Yan. It'll be just not getting hit with big shots and then boxing him up as well.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hey, Rob. When you look at the streak you're on now, the 4 wins in a row, I started like beating someone who just crowned himself as a champion last week, former champion and a challenger in Marlon Moraes. Now the victory against Cody, a former UFC challenger. Is there like anything in your mind that just blows your mind, knowing that you've been not only 4 in a row, but like 3 huge names in the bantamweight division?
No. I've had these opportunities before and didn't capitalize on them. You know, I got the Lineker fights, the Sansa fights, and the Munoz fights. I didn't. So this obviously, you know, I'm proud of what I've done, but I feel like it's just like, all right, finally. You know, I've should have done this before. I got the second chance, and I'm just taking advantage of the second chance.
And now, obviously, the situation at the top of the division is complicated. Maybe Aljamain Sterling and Yan. It might be a long time till we see that fight. Are you willing to take another fight? Would you want to wait? Would you want to maybe, if it's going to take too long, get an interim belt or something in the division?
100% would love the interim belt. You know, I'm not sure how that would play out, but I definitely don't want to fight backwards. I definitely will wait, but if they can get creative and throw out interim belt, I'm your guy.
Obviously, you get the main event tonight, different conditions, obviously, here at the Apex and stuff, but just like the amount of media, the amount of attention, especially if there's someone like Cody, it seemed like you embraced it all week. You felt comfortable with it, right?
Yeah, 100%. Like I said, I don't have to do this. I get to do this. And, yeah, I said like, it's a kind of a, like, how do I say, like it kills the week. You know, it helps the week go by, you know, because we're just sitting around doing nothing. Why not just talk about fights, you know?
Just a technical question, Rob. There was a point, especially after the second round, where we saw Cody like breathing a little heavier. Started seeing the hands drop by Cody, which is like Cody move, right? Like he drops his hands, he tries to lure you in. That's the Assunção knockout, right? Like hands down, moving and just trying to look. Was there a moment in the fight where you like to yourself were thinking like, just don't overthink it, don't anticipate, just wait for it to come and then go again on the attack?
Yeah, I could see he was setting up something. That dude's fast, man. Every time he would duck his head, it was like I was missing everything. I just knew not to get in that range with him, you know, especially after the last one. I'm not stupid, you know. I'm not gonna get in there and just start going blow for blow with him. And you can tell he was trying to set that up, but I think he was trying to get me to throw more to like shoot. So I was like, I just set back and then let's bring it back to the middle.
Thank you, Rob.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I did want to ask one thing. Did it make you laugh inside? And I think it was the first round where he did the duck down and grabbed. I mean, did even you have to like laugh a little bit?
I was like, oh, all right. I see where you're going with it. He grabbed the cage and everything. I was like, I see it. It's like part of his repertoire now, I guess. Thank you.